just like that, we are back head first into a Monday morning, the beginning of a new work week. Good morning, Raylene. I'm JD Green. You got us. The Aired Out Podcast, live from North Main Street in Barrie, granite capital of the world. AiredOutVT.com. We're seen and heard everywhere you get your podcast. Raylene, a little bit of a traffic snafu this morning. I see. We both were coming in, coming down Washington Street. Traffic was backed up. The light didn't seem to be working at all, and this all stems from a dump truck that hit a pole and took down some wires on Keith Ave.
Yes.
All right.
And they're working on that now. There is travel on Summer Street. It's one lane in behind Keith Avenue right now, but everything is moving just a little slow.
And everybody's okay from what we know, right?
Yes.
Nobody got hurt.
Nobody got hurt.
All right. So a little bit of frustration when I was coming down Washington Street. You know, a lot of the motorists weren't sure why the traffic was backed way up Washington Street. The guy behind me had his windows down, and you could just hear him going, "Oh, come on!
Right.
Come on, the light's changing already! Come on!"
It was just one of those mornings. It's
that's a
Monday. It's Monday.
No.
It's a sunny Monday,
Exactly. Oh, my God. Happy birthday this morning to Sarah Green. We have Danella Karen on the list today. Rose Plant, happy birthday to you. Don Pelkey, Royce Luzier's on the list. Karen George, happy birthday. Megan Williams. Let's see. Jolene Coolidge. John Matthew. Joe Edson is on the list today. 62 years old. Joe, happy birthday. I'm not sure if he's tuned in this morning or not.
Happy birthday.
Good guy. And a pretty talented photographer, I might add, too, right? You add that, too? Joe Edson, pretty good photographer?
Sure, I didn't know that Joe took photos.
Well, wasn't he the one that was taking those amazing shots of Barrie City Park lit up with the Christmas lights and everything? It was amazing. Yes, it was.
Okay.
It was Joe Edson.
I don't know.
Well, I remember you commenting. You were like, "Oh my God, look at these pictures from Joe Edson."
Yeah, they were beautiful pictures over the winter for sure.
Let's see, Barbara Leach and Jeremy Malone all on the birthday list today. It is the day number 3 of June. Roger Hill is saying another beautiful day today.
Thanks, Roger.
Thank you, Roger. Thank you, Mother Nature. This weekend was just
stellar.
Amazing. It was just perfect. The humidity was low. It was just incredible. Blue sky and sunshine. I got a little sunburn on the back. Mm-hmm. No matter what you were doing this weekend, you had the weather on your side. What's Raj saying for this week weather-wise? Do we know?
Hot,
Yeah.
sticky
Yeah.
for the majority of the week, and then towards the end of the week, cooling down, some rain.
So this is kind of the little bit of the beginning of a warming trend. Finally, God, it's been cold, hasn't it? Though.
Yeah, I mean, when I say that it's going to cool down, it's not going to cool down like 50s or anything, just in the 70s.
Right, but the sleeping weather for the last couple of nights has been amazing.
It's been perfect.
We have a lot of recapping to do here in an amazing weekend. I want to first start out by saying we started our weekend on Friday morning streaming live over at Delicate Decadence, Barrie's hometown bakery, which is now officially closed. They closed their doors at the end of business on Friday the 31st. Sad to see all of them go. And we wish Tim Bolton all the best with his new endeavors. We're going to be following him, keeping track of. He's going to be over at La Panciata, right?
Yes, he is.
All right.
He is, which I buy their stuff too.
Yeah.
They have some amazing stuff, so that's super cool. And also super cool was I went back in the afternoon, as I said I would, and got my 4 chocolate chip cookies that I had told Ken, please set aside 4 when you bake them.
Oh my God.
Well, not only did they set aside 4 of those, but they took this big, huge sour cream jug, washed it all out, and filled it with the frozen chocolate chip cookie dough for me, and wrote the instructions on the top. So for a little bit longer, I will have made fresh from the oven,
Mouth-watering.
delicate decadence chocolate chip cookies.
Wow.
There's nothing better, I'm telling you.
You should seriously consider selling that shit.
No, absolutely not.
Wow.
They will be made one at a time at home for my enjoyment.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's recap our weekend. You go first.
My weekend was just really busy at home. I got a ton done inside and out. Did the total spring clean, which meant moving all of the furniture and vacuuming and dusting and mopping underneath and putting it all back,
Oh
and
my God.
rearranging closets, and then making sure that the outside, the flowers are out and the patio furniture's out and all clean and all of that great stuff. And yeah, I just, why not push it, right? So and then I had an injured shoulder, and I'm waiting for orthopedics. I get to go on June 28th, right around the corner.
Sure.
You can suffer until then, no
Yeah.
problem.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, it was just a really busy weekend.
So you got the frozen shoulder thing.
No.
No.
I wish I've had a frozen shoulder. I got a frozen shoulder back in 2017, and it's been kind of screwed up for a long time. But right now, every time I move, you can hear it cracking and popping and making all kinds of gross noise, and it hurts really, really bad.
So you were mainly indoors.
Oh, no. Indoors and outdoors.
Okay.
Washed all the windows, cleaned the
my
outside,
God.
cleaned the patio, get the patio furniture cleaned. No, I spent the entire day Saturday inside pretty much.
Yeah.
Going outside here and there. And then Sunday outside.
Saturday for me started at the ass crack and just went crazy, nonstop, all day. Started with a early morning trip to the dump, and then rented a rototiller, and I just wanted to rent a small one, and the one that I got was like the size of my truck. It was ridiculous.
Well,
It's huge.
it just seemed that way to somebody of your stature.
Raylene, that was a good one. But this, I'm telling you, this rototiller.
Maybe to somebody like Glenn or
No.
Bill or,
No, this-
it wouldn't.
This thing was gargantuan. I don't know how many horsepower it was. 35.
Chris has a little one you can borrow.
Oh, Chris, I love you. Oh, I love perfect size for folks like us. Oh my God. Got this thing home. And of course, very finicky starting, I'm out there, in the sunshine, pulling, okay? Shoulders kill. I have bad shoulders too. Pulling finally get it going, and then Lily starts in. Where's this? Where's that? Then Sherilyn starts in. Can you get me this? Where's that one? You guys are on your own. It's somewhere in the barn. Go look, find it in the barn. You need something, go look in the barn. I'm not stopping this right now. I'm in game mode here. I got a mission. I tried to rototill this garden, and it was just a nightmare. It was just a nightmare. To the point where I got it done, but to the point where I'm like, I'm out there, Raylene, with this huge thing, right? Mm-hmm. Sweating hard. Mm-hmm. And I'm out there, and it's going this way,
because the machine was clearly too big for someone of your stature.
I'm saying I was hitting rocks, Raylene, and I was getting thrown around. Every time I hit a rock, the thing would go flying. My shoulder would kill me. My wrist.
Just horrible.
And I'm like,
just horrible.
What am I doing this for? A couple of cucumbers?
Right. That the woodchuck are going to eat anyways.
I swear to God, Raylene, if I get another woodchuck this year, after all this work, I'm telling you, it's not going to be good. I will napalm my backyard. Mm-hmm. I'll go Bill Murray on it. I will blow up my backyard if I have to. I'll get a machine gun. I'll get a flamethrower. I'll do something. But if a woodchuck thinks that it's going to come in and destroy all of my my hard work and love, going into can I just please grow a little bit of lettuce and some kale?
Sure.
Please.
Bill Donahue says that next time you do it, let him know. He'll send his 12-year-old son over to do it for you. Bill raced this weekend.
Oh, my God.
Bill was up at White Mountain with John.
How did he do?
He did well.
Did he?
He did well, yes. So, I mean, he's been, not racing for quite some time. He's got some cobwebs to brush off there,
right.
But he's doing pretty damn good. And, of course, the first few races, they have to also work all the kinks and quirks out of the car as well. Never mind his aging body.
Yeah.
That decided that he's going to act 16 again and drive like holy hell around these tracks.
Bill Donahue's he's in his 70s now, isn't he?
Imagine that. No, he's not.
He's gonna kick my ass not only for saying that, but also for the fact that I completely
forgot to call him on his first. To talk about his first race day back after, forever. You just ditched him.
Is he gonna? Does Bill understand that I wouldn't intentionally go?
He's gonna twist you up.
Bill, fuck Bill.
Poke you in the nose. That's what he's gonna do.
I completely forgot. Usually I write it down.
Which I'm not surprised at all by this that you forgot. That's why people should tell me.
Yes, because you don't forget.
And then you put it on your little itinerary.
Bill, will you let us know when we can call you and put you on the air, please?
Good gracious.
God.
He's not speaking to you.
Boy, the comments that are coming in here this morning. Pew Pew with 22, JD. Oh, Chris, I've got more than a 22, buddy. But yes, I do have I have a 22 with a scope on it, but Raylene will tell you, I think it was the year of COVID when I said, this is it. I'm going to survive. I'm going to have a garden. Mm-hmm. And I had hundreds of woodchucks that came out of everywhere. And remember what they did to my garden? I took pictures of a whole row of lettuce was shaved right off. All of my kale and broccoli was gone. All gone. And I was out there you go ahead, you tell. In the morning.
In the morning, as like Elmer Fudd, with your poop boots, your underwear, and your hat.
Yep.
And your gun.
At my wide brim.
Yep.
Camo hat. Mm-hmm. My underwear. Mm-hmm. My rubber boots. Mm-hmm. And I made a camouflage screen thing, and I was on the other side of the camouflage with with a rifle, and I was just waiting at like, I think it was like 5:30
I think you
in the
tried
morning.
smoke bombs and
I
everything.
did try smoke bombs,
M80s.
pipe bombs, homemade pipe bombs,
Like,
everything.
oh my
We
gosh.
tried everything.
Yeah, you did try everything.
And then
I think they're cute too, Kristen.
and then there was a story that happened at the same time. Do you remember this? Where this guy, just like me, was having a woodchuck problem. I don't know where he was, what state he was in, not Vermont. And he dumped like 5 or 10 gallons of gasoline down the burrows, down the holes, and lit it on fire.
Yeah.
Ran a fuse off of it, lit everything on fire, boom, and then was like, yeah, I got him. Then he went to bed, and at like 3 o'clock in the morning, the fire department shows up because of some of the trees in his backyard were on fire because they were
roots.
They were burning.
Yes.
from underground up into the tree. And they're knocking on his door, and they're like, your tree in the backyard is on fire. And he was like, I have no idea how that could have happened.
Right. None whatsoever.
Oh, my God. Oh, shit. Again, if you're just getting started with us this morning, our Deputy Chief Joe Altsworth, Barrie City Fire Department, saying that a dump truck hit some wires and broke a telephone pole on Keith Ave. The pole and the wires were down on the roadway, which was obviously closed. But everything on Summer Street, traffic is moving both directions. Green Mountain Power is on the scene, and this may have affected some of the traffic lights. Notably, may or may not have affected some of the traffic lights. The main one, right by
and there's also some
library.
scheduled construction happening. So, yeah, on Merchant and a couple of other locations for guardrail replacement, and we posted about that last week. I'll reshare that info too. I should have done it this morning, actually. So there's lots of stuff happening here in the back.
Yes,
stretch.
There is. Let's jump into some news stories. What do we have? A wrong-way driver on the interstate?
Again, like what the hell? And it's in Waterbury again. So this makes 4 now from Waterbury. And that, I mean, that whole new ramp on, off, this, that, and the other thing is confusing, and it's apparently very confusing if you've been drinking, because holy shit, it seems to be a common denominator in what's happening here. But this woman got all the way from Waterbury to exit 5 before
Exit 5.
Exit 5.
That's Northfield.
I know.
Going, she was traveling southbound in the northbound
lane.
Okay.
So, and they Berlin police put the spike strips out and stopped her. But how? I mean, obviously, she wasn't going to stop otherwise, because she just kept going. It was at a little after 2 this morning.
2
Thank God.
2 a.m.
But I'm holy shit.
21-year-old girl.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, I mean, like I said, this is 4 just in the last month, from the Waterbury area to here.
Glad she didn't hurt anyone or kill anyone.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on with Green Mountain Transit? Bringing back fares? What's this?
Yes, they've been warning that for quite some time, and I believe on the 1st, all of that took place, that they are now charging for the bus again. They haven't charged for the bus since COVID, and but it is no longer free to ride.
And it has been for quite a while.
Well, 4 years, 3 at least. So, some big changes there for a lot of people. And obviously the bus company is suffering financially, and then as we're there are worries and concern for people that can't afford to ride the bus.
Yep.
I don't know how much it is to ride the bus. I haven't ridden the bus in years, like a lot of years. So I have no idea what it costs to ride the bus.
Well, here's the other thing. Double edge here is, we can't expect. I mean, they've got some overhead here. They've got to pay their bills.
Exactly. Although
The price of fuel alone.
right, and truthfully, the cities and towns, everybody's been kicking in money for this for years. They give money for in a transportation budget for the bus companies, for this particular bus company to run service in the area.
Sure.
And service here in the city has been, quite frankly, pretty shitty for quite some time. They constantly cancel routes. They're off schedule. There have been a lot of changes. They're short-staffed, just like most. They can't find drivers. When they do, they're not retaining drivers for some reason.
Right.
Or they send them to other locations that may be more busy.
Yes.
And especially during peak seasons for skiing and others that,
Yes.
they're making more money there, right? So that's where they're going to send the drivers that they have. And unfortunately, the city suffers a lot when that happens. Yep. They're not dependable for us.
Linda's saying the money that city and town contribute doesn't even pay for one full-time driver.
Right. It doesn't.
So, wow. Not sure when Lori Shepard and the Four Quarters podcast are going to be back on Wednesday. I'm sure they'll be talking about this female NHL coach that's the first that's been announced. It's amazing. I think that's great. I know she'll be talking about it. You posted up all of the traffic stuff going on with AOT, statewide.
The road construction report.
Yeah, you do it on Mondays. You never forget. And look at that.
They have a new monitor now, which I also posted this morning, so you can literally follow the trucks. You can follow pretty much every move, so you can plan your routes out, map your routes out. Very specific.
Look at that, though. Look at everything that's. We got it on the monitor right now, so you can see. That is amazing. It is like cranking time. And I got to say, there's been a few times where I've come around the corner, and all of a sudden, there's there's something you don't really know what it is. Sometimes there's the guy that's holding the stop sign can be in the shade of trees and you can't see him very well. I don't know.
But for hundreds and hundreds of feet prior to, there's always
should be
construction ahead. This is happening. That's happening.
Right.
Cones and signs and
right. Yeah.
construction zone, and it's like more about people need to just pay attention and pull your head out.
And a lot of these workers are working Monday through Friday. So and some obviously on the weekend too, some more pressing projects on the weekend, but
right.
If you need to be somewhere at a certain time, it's just good to just
check it out, plan ahead.
Just get into the habit of leaving like 15 minutes early.
We have a couple of things here. So Heather says that she met a veteran on crutches with bags in Barrie on Saturday evening that had missed the bus to Montpelier, I guess. He was going to have to walk. Ugh. So they called A-Cross Tour Cab, and the sweet guy offered to take him for free. So thank you. Sorry about my shitty reading skills. I can't see with this lights.
No. a cross tour cab company.
I've never heard of them. Are they new in the city?
I don't know. But whoever they are, they're freaking awesome.
They are frigging awesome. We love that. And to Glenn, the city put the benches out. They put them out all along Main Street every year. Yeah. They look nice.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, they're out there.
They're out.
Holy shit.
The garbage cans go up, and the so there's one for trash, one for recycle, and the benches go up.
Why don't we just go out there some morning and horse shit live on the air? Right out there.
Sit on the bench and
Why not?
kick it.
Have some
Sure.
coffee. I'll do it. You want to do that? You want to do that this week?
Sure.
Celebrate the benches?
Sure.
Hang on a second. Do we need a permit to do that?
No.
Okay. I'm just asking. Just a question. You never know.
Just don't bring your sign with you.
You and I think alike. I saw pictures this morning when I woke up from the Facebook page I Grew Up in Vermont. Mm-hmm. And the pictures that Pamela Norris Conway took of North Hero, Cary Bay in North Hero. I'm going to share this on the screen right now. For those of you that haven't seen it, look at that shot.
I know. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
Now, hang on. Are those the fake plastic pink flamingos that you can
No,
get
those
at
aren't flamingos, you
Christmas tree shops?
jackass.
Those
Those are like those herrings or whatever they call them.
great blue?
And they may not even be a herring because their beaks aren't very long.
I think they're fake plastic jobs.
They are not.
I think they are. They've got to be.
My God.
Anyway, that shot is just amazing with the crescent moon. I mean, look at that. Isn't that something?
It is something.
It almost looks like she's like, in the Caribbean somewhere.
Somebody tell me what those birds are called.
Great blue herons.
No, I don't think it's those.
You don't think so?
No,
All right.
I don't think it is.
Let's throw some love at some of our sponsors. I see that Mary's listening this morning, so we should throw some love at
I'm
her
looking
daughter,
at this picture closer.
Tracy,
Yes.
over at Giroux General Transport. June 17th is coming up real soon. That is the next course that starts up for CDL training.
Yes.
So if you're thinking about it, even kind of partially thinking about it, you should get in touch with Giroux General Transport at 476-4679 and ask some questions. Tracy, her phone is ringing off the hook. She'll answer any question that you have. Plain and simple.
Yes. And I posted this morning the list of all of the different classes that they have coming up right around the corner because there's some here, there's some at their other locations, there's a hazmat theory training. And they Tracy can hook you up for all of that.
Should tell you about all of it. And they do some training over at Riverbend Career and Tech Center in Bradford, too. So,
Yes.
June 17th. It's coming soon. Just knock that off your list this week and do it this morning first thing. And don't forget about it. I see that tomorrow is the season home opener for the Vermont Mountaineers.
Awesome.
Recreation Field in
Awesome.
Montpelier. Hoping to be there. They'll be taking on the Sanford Mainers, who is a very much a rival team with the Mountaineers. They put up a tough fight every year, and it ought to be a great game. And we, again, hope to be there.
I met a host family for one of the players.
You did?
Yeah, I met her while we were at a lawn sale. Tim was having his lawn sale, his moving sale, and these folks came to the sale and they were looking for a mini fridge for the guy that they're hosting for his room in case he wanted to keep his own things.
Yeah.
And I said, I have one of those in my house. I'll give it to you.
Really?
So I went home, got it all, dusted off, whatever, and they came and picked it up. I had two of them actually. I gave one to my neighbor, but the one they took has a freezer in it too. It's
That's
really
so cool.
cute.
That's so nice.
Yeah, so they came and got that.
You do some really nice things, and tell everyone what you did with the taco shell and the veterans, because that was so cool.
Well, it was cool. I mean, but it goes back to the weekend and the way it all unfolded. But I sign up for the meal train for the Veterans Place. I usually do a meal once a month for them. And I was signed up for yesterday, and my shoulder said, no, you're not doing that. And I couldn't ditch them. Charlie and Rosemary had provided the dessert for me, and the intention was to bring them a home cooked meal as promised, like always, but it didn't work out that way. So I called Joe. I didn't call him until probably 11:30 and said, I know you're in Northfield at Kenyon's. Can you help? And he said yes. And so he and Connor broke down at Kenyon's at 4, drove up the road just a little less than a mile to the Veterans Place, and set up out front. And the guys could come and eat until they couldn't eat anymore. And Joe says that they did. He's like, man, those guys can pack away some tacos.
I'm sure.
And so they had tacos and beans and rice and drinks, and they all got to meet Connor, and Connor got to meet them, and it was a good conversation and a good lesson for Connor too about who they are and why
Yes.
they're there. And so
And-
it all worked out beautifully.
And you paid the bill.
Yes.
That's amazing. I mean, that's
Well,
Just fantastic.
truthfully, if I had gone, to go to the grocery store and buy all of the stuff to do it anyways, it really was about the same. And so it was perfect, and the guys loved it, and so that's what's most important, right? Is that they loved it. It got to, it was something really cool and different for them. It
Sure.
wasn't the same old, same old. Although I will say that when I bring them meals, they love the fact, this is kind of funny, but they love that I always bring plastic utensils, paper plates, and napkins. I even get the oversized plastic serving
Yeah.
spoons and stuff. They have no dishes when Raylene brings a meal.
amen, sister.
Never.
Yeah.
No dishes. Crinkle up the
Throw it away.
tin that it came in. Throw it away. Throw everything away, and you're done. You don't have to clean. So they get to eat dinner and they don't have to clean. They love it.
Maybe Joe and Connor will do this again sometime.
Oh,
and-
I think that they want to. I think they had a really good time too. It's when you go there and you meet the guys, it's a really cool experience. It touches you.
Sure.
If you're willing, you have to be willing to, say, hey, chat a little bit, kind of invite yourself in a little bit.
Yes.
Because they're shy.
Yes.
Some of them. But they love to chat. They love to spend time with you, and they love that you're there.
I would love to do this with Connor and Joe, maybe during the week if it's possible. Do it again during the week and just go there and stream live. And
Well, and see, okay, so here, that's where it's really not a place to stream live. And Joe and I kind of talked about that yesterday. You have to ask who you can take a picture of, who, what you're going to do. It's speaking of Joe, you
Joe.
have to speak, you have to be respectful of the fact that some of them would like to remain anonymous.
Sure. Sure.
So, yeah, it's we have to pick and choose. We have to really make sure that we are respectful and ask. And
absolutely.
Yeah.
But in the same breath, we should do this again, because who doesn't love tacos?
Exactly. Who doesn't love tacos? Okay, you go ahead and you try to sneak him in here. So, anyways, it was a lot of fun. I know that Joe and Connor plan to do it again, and yeah, it's good. It's all good.
There he's right here. Thank you, buddy. Thanks for doing that, man.
No, thank you guys. No, you know what? This is the perfect timing, right? I'm like literally just turned the show on, and what you guys are talking about is something that we want to do too. So I think we should set up a thing that where people can donate to help us help people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
whether or not they can feed somebody or do anything, as you know, our mission statement is literally what you guys are doing for the community. We want to be helpful there, but we also want to make it so other people can feel that they helped us help them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So whether it's a small donation, somewhere where we can send money that will help cover, I mean, what Raylene did and what Raylene does is absolutely fantastic.
Badass.
She does not get enough credit. I went a little crazy on my Facebook page making sure she got credit.
Well,
Because people,
Giving her the cowbell.
yeah.
she calls me with a budget and says, help me. And I said, we dropped everything we were doing and we went up there. And not only was it great to help them, but it's a great lesson for my son. It's a great lesson for all of our kids, right? So I wouldn't mind having a taco shell day once a month where maybe we can bring in some of our community kids that come help us serve tacos to these guys and just interact
Yeah.
with them because
Yeah.
as you were saying, they're a little shy at first, but once they warmed up, at first they're like, what are you doing here?
Right.
Like, I got tacos, you know?
Right.
And then we were talking to Connor, and like they just like it was overwhelming. And then when they realized who Connor was and what he stands for himself, it really went to heartbreaking moments. You know what I mean? These guys were like ready to go kick the school door in. They're like, when you have a problem, you come see us. Like, is this really what's happening next door to them?
Right.
But
Right.
One of the things that really tickled them that they just kept bringing up was the fact that the kids stop by and salute them every Wednesday morning when they do their walk into school. So it's like we forget how we talked about this weekend, right?
Right, the little things
right?
that matter.
So I live my life by the fact that the little things are important in every relationship that you have and everything that you do. And these big things that we look at and we go, oh, these are these big, huge issues. Those usually take care of themselves, right? It's the details. It's the little things. It's like the roof on your house ain't going to be a roof if your foundation's crumbling, right? So keep those little things, whether it's in a personal relationship, friendships, right? You know what I mean? And then communication, man. Like these guys, like you were just saying as I was walking in, I caught it. And it was like, these guys just, they've done so much for us. They've been through the darkest things of anybody's life. And they just want someone to talk to.
Yeah.
They just want someone to recognize that they're there. Like anybody in the world, any bullied kid, any individual going through depression, just sometimes they need a hug and a reminder that thank you. You know what I mean? And that we appreciate you. You know what I mean? So it was a tickling moment for me. I'm not, we're going to figure out the details later because I can't, we're going to work some things out because the taco shell is very important, And we're talking to go do correctional facilities, hospitals, other places all across the state is what we're reaching out to do, which is great. And people are reaching out to us for these opportunities, which is phenomenal.
I love it.
So we're doing it. I didn't mean to stop in. I was just in the area.
No.
No, thank you guys. Again, you guys don't understand the commitment to your community that you guys are making to help us as business owners, new business owners, longtime business owners like Nelson's and all the people that you guys work with and sponsor you guys and stand behind you guys to do this for our communities, right? Because I wouldn't have known. You know what I mean? I wouldn't even thought about it. I'm just going along my life on tacos and cheese, right? And then do we start a breakfast taco, right? And here comes Raylene like, let's do some community action. And that's what we're trying to do. So it is, but we're all busy. So it's like constant reminders, keep reaching out, let us know, let's set something up because I'd like to do something with a truck, just like we're going to do for We Are Hope, right? We're going to go do a big thing for those guys.
We have to get you in front of a mic to talk.
You don't want my ugly face in front of this mic.
Dude, that's great idea.
Well, they're just, we got to figure out ways where we can take our platforms, right? Like I've been in media and this stuff for a long time, so we have a pretty big platform across many levels. You guys have an awesome platform across many levels, and we talk, right? And you guys make people aware of what's going on in the town. So as things go, like I told Raylene last night, it's phenomenal what she does. She doesn't get enough pats on the back for being the voice of the community, and not only a voice, but like to remind us that the Veterans Place, right? Like, you know, we're talking about Aired Out and the fact that, you know, she supports these people through Aired Out. So I knew, people know, people are thinking about it. We just got to give them a place to all come together as a community to help us help them. You know what I mean? Because obviously there's expenses and stuff, and me as a small business, we want to help.
Yeah.
It makes it tight. And I mean, Raylene's paying for these meals, and she does it every month, right?
Once
If
a
not
month.
more.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I know
and
it means
lots
a
of
lot
people
to her.
can join. Anybody can join.
Yes, and you put a link up too on the.
There's a link,
Yep.
and you can sign up for the meal train if you would like, and I will deliver for you.
Yeah, we will
and
help.
you don't have to only deliver on the weekends. You can deliver them at your convenience. They have plenty of storage space. They do have means of reheating things. You know, if you need something to be baked, just write the instructions on the top or give the instructions, and they happily do that for you. You know, they'll do that as well. They just need the meal. There's nobody working in the kitchen on the weekends, and so it's a big help to them. And the meal train has lots of gaps.
Yep.
Lots of gaps. There are a lot of empty days, and it's 20 guys Saturday and Sunday, and it's just a really cool thing to do.
No, it's great. And then what I want to say to them too, as the veterans there, are a lot of people don't realize this, but I mean, these guys are veterans and they're donating their time back to their community.
Mm-hmm.
Half these guys are volunteering to do things all over the state,
All
to
over.
work with our kids, to work with our community, to work
Yep.
with our parents, and you know, it's just it's a matter of fact of how awesome it is. I was talking to Connor, and I'm going to throw this out there and see what you guys think about this. Is the fact that, you know, we talk about all these issues in our schools, right? And with violence and bullying, and like I came from Boston where they literally have to implement metal detectors and, you know, I want to say authority, but a police mentality and structure in these schools to help keep down the crime, right? We have these veterans right next door to the Northfield Middle School, right? Middle high school. You know, why don't we have these guys going through the school and just being there for a support piece?
Right.
Being there for a leadership value, just the leadership value alone and inspiration that these guys can have carrying themselves through a school system. And for a kid, right? Like we were trying to inspire kids. We want to inspire kids to join our services, right? To have some integrity, to learn about integrity. And if there's not the time or the place for these teachers to put that energy into this, let's bring these guys in. Let's invite these guys in, right? Let's have these guys come in and help serve lunch and just be fun with the kids, right? The interaction is amazing. Like I said, Connor, when we first got there, Connor's like, I'm tired, you know, this is whatever. He didn't see the value in it. But when we left, he was like, can we do this every weekend? You know what I mean? Like, it just meant that much to an 11-year-old kid to have that experience for an hour. You know what I mean? And we can't take any credit for it. We're doing what we do, right? We give all the credit to Raylene and you guys for making this happen, for supporting these guys, right? And like I said, I would like to, if anybody's out there listening, even on the meal train thing, if we could talk to whoever sets that up, you know, not everybody can afford to feed 20 people.
No,
right?
and there's
So
a
it gets
donate
expensive,
button.
but
There's
there
a
should be-
donate
yeah.
button as well. If you follow that link that I put up, and I'm going to post it again in the comments. If you follow that link, there is a section. You just click the donate button as well, and you can donate funds. And that is to get takeout and things like that. Those funds are used for that purpose.
Right, and that way you don't have to be so intimidated by helping, right? Because now, you know, we're talking about 20 people, and some people are like, oh man, that's quite a bit of money.
Yeah.
But you can spend $10, $20 a week over there, just a donation. It helps cover, like you said, takeout. We're going to put something, I talked to Connor about this last night afterwards, which just brought up a bunch of energy for us, is on our website, when we get it up and running, which we're trying to work on now, we will have a donate area to support certain causes. So like We Are Hope, me and you talked about going down and serving the kids at camp this summer, which I can't wait. That's going to be so exciting and fun. Finally meet Sean and shake his hand and thank him personally. because our perspectives line up very, very well. So it's what we as Connor's Motivational Mornings and as a company and me personally stand behind. So we got to get down there. But we wanted to be able to bring people in so they can feel like they've also helped support it, because I think that's value. There's a value to that, right? If you donate $20, you're going to feel good about us going down there because you had a part in that, right? And then when we go down, we'll make sure that you're thanked and welcome. But we're going to put that on our website so we can do like a We Are Hope. We'll start doing the Veterans Place. I want to try to do that, maybe once a month. We'll line up with Raylene and do something like that. And then there's other organizations out there that need just as much help, right? So whether it's veterans, kids, or elderly, right? We tend to forget about all these people that we really need to pay it forward a little bit to. You know what I mean? Karma.
We love the kids, the veterans, and the elderly.
Yes.
Those are our hot spots, right?
We love it, man.
Thank you, brother.
No, thank you. Without you guys, it's again, there would be a serious lack in this communication, this understanding, and just knowing, because you guys put it out there. You guys tell the people are very supportive of it. And now, we should talk about ways that you guys can take those donations and we can accept those donations and make things happen for our community and make it fun. Those guys had a blast. We turn the radio on. We show up with a big loud generator. We had Frigg, our little dog, and there, of course, you can't lose when you bring your little dog anywhere with you, right? So it was great. And then, like I said, these guys are super supportive, and just the little things, man. That's all. That's my tip of the day. The focus on some little things today, and then
we have some other great things that we should talk about before we go. And one of them is Green Mountain Paranormal.
What's going on with that?
So I talked to Shane this morning, and he's going to be coming in here very soon to talk about something incredibly special that they're going to be doing.
What's that?
And then, well, I'm not going to spill the beans. I'm just going to tell you that it'll also warm your heart. This is something that when he told me this morning, when he reached out this morning and told me, I cried. And I'm just super happy for them, super excited for them, and for the community.
All right.
So he's going to be coming in here and talking about that really soon.
If anything that involves doing anything good for our community, they don't need an invitation. People could just show up. Let us know you're coming. We'll get you on the air.
Yes, and super excited to have that as well, though.
I want to give some love this morning to Yipes and Bevan and Sons. Mm-hmm. The other day, I popped in because my buddy Andy has a shirt that I know you've seen many times.
Mm-hmm. His yellow one?
His yellow shirt. Mm-hmm. And some of the graphics that were on it were starting to come off. Mm-hmm. And Andy was quite anxious about that, pretty worked up about that. So we went in. Val takes the shirt, puts it in the hot iron press, put some special stuff on there, and then some more special stuff, and then did this and that, and spent 10, 15 minutes and fixed his shirt for him. And what do I owe you? Nothing. Mm-hmm. And it's just little things like that. And respectfully, I don't know if Val has any idea of the magnitude behind
the meaning of that shirt to Andy,
but the stress that it was causing him, and the fact that she took that stress away and erased that for him is massive, Raylene. It's massive. And it just gives us one more reason to be proud to have Yipes with us as a presenting sponsor.
Yeah.
That's the kind of business that we love being associated with right there. By the way, they're hiring. So if you
Yes,
would like to
they
join
are.
their team, don't wait on this.
No.
Get in touch with Yipes. They are hiring.
And it's super busy. Like she says, it's a small place that does big jobs. They're super busy, but they're truly a family down there. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I was going
You
to say,
go there,
fun.
You never, no matter how busy they are,
Yeah.
I've never walked in there and felt the stress.
Exactly.
Never.
It's
once.
it's a light environment.
Yes, it is.
It's busy, but it's also fun. Everyone gets along.
yeah. It's a great place to be.
Right behind you is Nelson Ace Hardware, also one of our sponsors. You put up a nice ad for them this morning. Listen, this is not just about grills and rubs and patio furniture and stuff like that. Nelson's is light years beyond that.
Yeah, they have everything.
They have everything. Like I'm just saying, Raylene, if you were to possibly break a cotter pin in your rototiller,
That you rented.
you could go to Nelson Ace Hardware, sweaty,
You could.
filthy, dirty.
You could.
You could walk in there looking frazzled, sweat on the brow, pissed. I don't know what I got. This is what I need. Bring them the broken thing. They're going to take good care of you, and you're going to be taken care of. Period.
Yes.
I need to get over to Nelson's and get some Drano or whatever they recommend because I got a one of my lines in the bathroom sink is plugged up, so I got to go over there today and do that. And I know they're going to help me out. I want to put I want to put something in there that's going to clean out the drain, but I don't want to blow up my house unless it kills the woodchucks. Then we can talk. And speaking of woodchucks, do you guys have anything that can help me out with my woodchucks? Of course they do. They've got deterrent, they've got poison, they've got everything. They probably don't have napalm though to light up the burrows. But anyway.
No, I'm guessing not. I'm guessing that they do not have that.
What else do we want to talk about this morning? I want to look at the 6 months young today. I can't wait to see where the next 6 months take us. So says, Happy Good Day, Vermont. Little Rosie,
Yes.
who, my God, do we adore her.
Cutest little thing ever.
Just arriving in the mail on Friday is
Oh, your new Happy Good
this.
Day
I
shirt.
got another one. This one's for Andy.
Nice. Oh, he's going to love
Look at
it.
that.
Especially if you wear it on the same day.
Oh, I
You
will.
know, if you get to wear yours and he wears his,
It's going to happen.
that will make him very happy.
It's going to do it. We're going to do that. We're going to do that.
Barb wants you to come get her woodchucks because maybe they'll scare your woodchucks away.
Oh,
I got to bring her trap up.
my God.
So, because I have her trap.
I'm telling you, man, I'm not going to deal with the woodchucks this summer. It's not going to go well. It just spikes up the old blood pressure. If
Somebody
they start-
needs to give me a sticky note for my head so I don't forget Barb's Have a Heart.
All right. Do you know how hard I've worked at putting these carrots, getting these carrots going to these starters, my beans? Do you know how hard? Do you know? Glenn, please come over my house with your gun.
Oh, you said the word.
Oh, I said it.
You're done for.
Damn it. Yeah, woodchucks. I wonder how they taste. Just curious. Like kebabs, slow cook, nice dry rub.
Oh,
Maybe the crock pot. I don't know. Some onions and potatoes. Put some carrots in there.
that's terrible.
Whatever carrots are left in the crock pot, cook them up. Thanks, Raylene. Thanks, everyone. Hope you have a fantastic day today. And Linda's saying that sounds gross.
It is. It does sound.
But
gross.
here's the
They're
thing.
so cute.
But here's the thing. If we could cook
I
up,
used to have some. I told you. I named them.
I know you did. Don't do that, because then they have babies.
They were so cute.
Under the porch. If somebody could cook up some woodchuck with a nice dry rub, do you think I would eat it?
Of course.
Do you think I would even think twice about it?
No.
You know me well. You know me well.
Yeah.
Have a great day, everyone.
God help me.